Sideline Sports and Screening USRA Limited Modified. Heat race number 1 of 3. We're going 10 cars, and this is your starting lineup. The 23S starts on the pole. That's Ronnie Smith. Ronnie Smith in the 23S. He's from Buna, Texas. To the outside, from Ragley, Louisiana, in the McGinnis Pest Control Unleashed Motorsports SMT Motorsports number 11 MC. That's Brandon Perkins. Starting third on the grid from Pineville, the 1 car of William Gonzalez. To the outside, from Ragley, the DTS Tactical Carl Vincent State Farm Heroes on the water, Junction City, Arkansas, Image 360, number 38 of Chris Shaw. Starting fifth out of Wells, Texas, the East Texas Veterinary Clinic, Alto Speed Shop, Hitman Designs, Best Engines, number 28 of Colin Hodges. From West Monroe in the TJ Bond Land Services, TJ Bond Construction, number 12, that's TJ Bond. Starting 7th from Marshall, Texas, the 69 of Derek Grigsby. To the outside from Karen Crow, Louisiana, the 99 of Kevin DuPont. Your 9th starter is from Prairieville, Louisiana, aboard the Bossman Trackhoe, Purpose Plumbing, IV Hydrate, Southland Delivery, A-Bear Steel, number 21C, that's Colton Davis. And your final starter, number 11 out of Manny, that's Chris Henley. So it looks like Ronnie Smith not going to make the call in the 23S, so William Gonzalez is going to line up on the pole. Gonzalez and Perkins in row 1, Colin Hodges and Chris Shaw in row 2, Derek Grigsby and TJ Bond in row 3, Colton Davis and Kevin DuPont in row 4, Chris Henley alone at the tail of the field. Coating, the lights are dark, and we get set for USRA Limited Modified Heat Race number 1, presented by Sideline Sports and Screening. Down into 1 and 2, cars shuffling in and out. Colin Hodges with a really good run there in the 28. He's going to move up to the 2nd spot. Kevin DuPont rolling around the outside, picking him up and putting him down. They get a bid for 3rd here. DuPont in the 99 car started 8th on the grid. Here comes Derek Grigsby in the 69. He's going to go side by side with TJ Bond and Brandon Perkins in the middle there for just a moment. William Gonzalez trying to fend off the charge from Colin Hodges. The race is for the lead. The 28 of Colin Hodges around the outside of William Gonzalez. He's bringing Kevin DuPont with him. TJ Bond and Derek Grigsby want a slice of the pie as well as they roll into turn number 3. Halfway home, 4 down and 4 to go. Colin Hodges leads it in the 28, but he's got company. Kevin DuPont from 8th to 2nd looking for the lead here, side by side out of quarter number 2. Down the back stretch. Hodges leads the way. He's going to power ahead in 3. DuPont still right there. Trying to pull even again with the 28 of Hodges. TJ Bond and Derek Grigsby. They're 3rd and 4th. With Colton Davis rounding out the top 5. Down the back stretch we go. Colin Hodges, Kevin DuPont, still 1 and 2. 2 laps to go. DuPont taking a peek to the inside once more. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Front wheel to back wheel as they cross the stripe. DuPont's going to have to work quickly. Hodges down the back straightaway. DuPont right there. He's going to try to get around the 28 for the win. Off of turn number 4, double checkers, and Colin Hodges hangs on. Kevin DuPont 2nd, TJ Bond 3rd, Derek Grigsby in 4th, and Colton Davis is going to round out the top 5. So Colin Hodges 5th to the win. Colin Hodges went 5th to the win in the 28 car. 2nd was Kevin DuPont. He went 8th to 2nd. 5th to 1st. Outdoes that effort by 1 point. So Colin Hodges your high point man through heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 lines up like this. Your current point leader and Bayou Dirt Life regional champion from 2024. Driving the E8 car, he'll start on the pole of heat race number 2 out of Elizabeth, Louisiana. That's Ethan Bales. To the outside, also from Elizabeth, the Richards Tire Service, Allen Parish Mosquito Control, Rocking Sea Sawmill, Friends and Family. Number 1M is Braden Sweat. Justin Robinson in the 21 from Hineston, Louisiana. To the outside, the 28 from Ragley. That's Christopher Shaw. Going 5th on the grid is going to be the 87A of Eddie Martin from Stillwell, Oklahoma. And on the outside from Ball, Louisiana, the R&R Racing Engines, BMS Racing, J and Dunning, Joel's Auto Sales, Pace Automotive, number 37. That's Mickey Steele. Going 7th on the grid, the 57 of Robert Smith from Cleveland, Texas. To the outside from Dry Prong, Louisiana, the Elliott Electric Supply, Reliable Electrical Services, Mullen Plumbing, Trammell's Body Shop, Fusels, Appliances, number 321N of Charles Nugent. And your final starter, the 24B, Brent Broussard out of Karen Crow, Louisiana. Ace powder coated green flag in the hand of David Corbello as we go green on heat race number 2 for the Sideline Sports and Screening Limited Mods. Mickey Steele slides right up in front of the entire field there in turns 1 and 2. Looks like a piece came off of maybe the 21 of Robinson. And the 24B of Broussard is stalled out there in turn number 2. So no laps scored. It's going to be an original restart here at the Cajun Pools and Spas restart zone in turn 4. Ethan Bales and Christopher Shaw. Justin Robinson, Mickey Steele, Eddie Martin, Brent Broussard, Robert Smith, and Braden Sweat. Here we go. Mickey Steele's going to split the gap that time. He gets right through Christopher Shaw and Justin Robinson, trying not to let Ethan Bales get out of the crosshairs here early. So we see 2 cars bow out. I believe we lost Robert Smith and perhaps Charles Nugent in the 321. 28, Christopher Shaw was one of those drivers that exited turn 3. Ethan Bales leads the way down the back stretch over Mickey Steele. Eddie Martin up to the 3rd spot. Brent Broussard has made his way through the field to to be in the 4th position at the moment. Justin Robinson and Braden Sweat rounding out your field. Four down and 4 to go for the E8 of Ethan Bales. Car's pretty well spaced out here with 2 laps to go. Ethan Bales leads it. Mickey Steele in the 2nd spot. No significant battles on the racetrack here to speak of, as we have a lap and a half to sort them out. Checkered flag waves, Ethan Bales, Mickey Steele, and Eddie Martin going to be your podium. Brent Broussard will finish 4th. Justin Robinson rounding out the top 5. Bales and Mickey Steele, some respectable runs there. It'll come short of the front row for tonight's feature, though, as we saw the 28 of Colin Hodges go 5th to the win and the 99 of DuPont 8th to 2nd. So those 2 drivers will remain the front row as far as points go. Here for one more heat race. See if anybody can match or do better. Heat race number 3 lines up like this on the pole from Moss Bluff. The 211E, that's Anthony Everett. To the outside in the 88 car from Elmer, that's Joe Rochelle. Starting 3rd on the grid, the 25 is Derek Lofton. And to the outside, the 511W from Vidor, Texas, Jackson Whittington. Your 5th starter from Red Lake, Texas, the Vines Construction Best Engines, Washita River Cabins, number 36C is Connor Mewborn. And on the outside from Marksville in the River Runs Dirt Service, Joel's Auto Sales, K1 Contractors, Tiger Lake Livestock, PTS Race Engines, number K1 of Stephen Guidry. Marcus Black drives the 75-1. He's from Lumberton, Texas. And to the outside, the 1T is going to be Tyler Willis from Pitkin, Louisiana. Your 9th and final starter out of Hornbeck, Louisiana, in the Johnson Tree Service branded Law Office Titus Specialties, number 11P. That's Peyton Parker. Anthony Everett and Joe Rochelle in row number 1. Derek Lofton and Stephen Guidry in row number 2. Connor Mewborn and Tyler Willis in row 3. Marcus Black and Peyton Parker in row 4. Jackson Whittington rounding out the field here as we get ready to start, but we've got a driver from the last heat race pulling onto the racetrack. I wonder if he might be trying to point out some debris. Looks like it. Yeah, there's a piece of debris back there on the backstretch. Lights go dark, we will replace the dark lights with the green flag presented by Ace Powder Coating. Race number 3 for the limited mods. Here we go. Anthony Everett gets sideways right in front of the field, and the caution flag is going to wave. Ace powder coating, green flag waves. Anthony Everett leads the way. Joe Rochelle squeezed Connor Mewborn just a little bit there off of turn number 2. Mewborn able to get by. So Anthony Everett leads lap 1. Connor Mewborn second. Joe Rochelle third. Stephen Guidry fourth. Tyler Willis in the 5th spot after 1 lap. And we got trouble here in turns 1 and 2. Guidry comes around with a little bit of help there. I think Tyler Willis was involved. The 75-1 of Marcus Black spun around trying to avoid contact there in turn 2. Lights are out. Here we go. 1 lap down, 7 laps to go. Still just 1 lap down. We got 7 laps to go here in the 3rd and final heat race for the limited mods, presented by Sideline Sports and Screening. Lights are out. Again, 7 laps to go. We're going to drop the Ace powder coating green flag here in turn 4 of the Cajun Pools and Spas restart zone. Anthony Everett, your leader in the 211E. He'll lead the way. Connor Mewborn with a really good charge down the back straightaway in the 36C, looking to the high side. Stephen Guidry, Joe Rochelle, Jackson Whittington, your top 5. Here comes Connor Mewborn barking at the back door of Anthony Everett. Marcus Black into the infield. Mewborn got all kinds of crossed up there at the entrance of turn 3. That'll open the door for Stephen Guidry looking to the inside in the K1. Guidry and Mewborn have a battle here for second. Anthony Everett still leads. Tyler Willis and Joe Rochelle battling for fourth as well. 2 laps to go this time for Everett. White flag, Stephen Guidry gets by Connor Mewborn that time. And a slip up from Everett. He's going to spin around. Guidry will bring him all the way around. And Mewborn leads the way down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves, and Connor Mewborn's going to steal the show. Connor Mewborn, Stephen Guidry, Joe Rochelle, Jackson Whittington, and Tyler Willis rounding out your top 5.